Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to test out a brand new mousetrap that I recently discovered on Amazon. It's basically a lid that fits on a bucket with a hole in the center and a spinning wheel on the bottom. That way when the mice drop down, they'll jump on the rolling log and fall to the bottom. Now this trap is very similar to another trap I already featured, minus the rolling log part, called the hole-in-one mousetrap. When I set that up in the barn, the mice wanted the bait in the bucket and dropped right down the hole. But this extra feature looks kind of fun. We'll have to see if they drop down, spin, and go flying. Setting up the trap is about as easy as it gets. You place peanut butter on the wheel. That will draw them in. Then you place the lid on the bucket. And it comes with a ramp that folds and locks in right here. The mice will come up the ramp, try to get the bait, spin, and fall down. Let's go get our pet mice and see if they fall for the trap. I'm going to take this away because they've seen a lot of traps before and they might try to escape. Well, all my pet mice are thinking about it, but obviously they're well fed and they're not motivated to drop down. That's very different with the wild mice. They want food and they'll go searching for it. So instead of catching the pet mice, it seems like it didn't work. We're going to test it out in the barn with motion cameras and try to catch the wild mice. Man, my mice pooped everywhere. I'll clean this up, put some bait on it, put these guys back in their cage, and we'll see what happens tonight. Well, as you can see from this disgusting mess on top of the trap with the feces and urine, quite a few mice checked it out last night. They climbed up the ramp, stood on the lid, but we only caught a few. I was thinking of a name for this trap and I came up with the roll in the hole. Because it's made in China, it has Chinese characters. I don't know the actual name, but I thought that was a good creative name. If you can think of a better one, leave a comment down below. What I learned after reviewing the motion camera footage is, I believe we still would have caught these 3 mice, even if it didn't have the roller, they just dropped down. I actually had much better luck with the hole-in-one, where it was smaller, they felt more comfortable going down there. This I think is too big and they're more cautious. Now what we caught are 3 non-native invasive house mice. They're down in the bottom. Because they're not part of the natural ecosystem, I can't let them go. Instead, I'm going to humanely dispatch them and we're going to feed them to wild animals. So let's go set up the motion cameras and see what comes along and enjoys a mouse snack caught by the roll in the hole mouse trap. Well, the first animal to show up at the beaver dam on our trail camera was a nutria. They're a large aquatic rodent from South America. They're a non-native invasive species that was brought here for fur farming and released into the wild. They do so much damage to wetlands, they dig holes in levees, they eat aquatic vegetation, and they poop in the water. So I'm going to have to catch that nutria in the near future. They actually taste pretty good. I have several videos on how to trap them and cook them. My family loves to eat nutria meat. Now the second animal to show up was a large bobcat. It walked down the beaver dam. It smelled the 3 mice we caught with the roll in the hole mousetrap. But bobcats are excellent hunters and they tend not to scavenge dead meat, so it walked on. So what happened to the 3 mice we caught with the roll in the hole mousetrap? Well, actually it rained a ton and there was a huge flood, so the mice got washed down the river. Now as I wrap up this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you so much for your support. Overall, this trap worked okay. We caught 3 mice with it, but the catch rate was actually pretty low. We should have caught way more with how many were sitting on the lid. On this channel, I test out every mouse and rat trap I can get my hands on. I've posted over 700 videos on YouTube, and currently I'm posting new videos every Monday and Friday. So if you want to see the best videos on how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned.